be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. His team coming into play at 1-3 in the early going. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, Penix. That's left side to Tucker. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. The side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Nike 18. 72.
Third and 2, and Penix. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That is Ferguson in motion. On second down, it's Dak. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Elijah Cansey in there to drop him. That is already 6 sacks for him now on this season. Third and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Elijah Cansey. What an opening series. 3 plays. He comes up with 2 sacks to force the 3 and out. On fourth down, Jack Browning is on to punt. And back deep, it is Trey Palmer. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case,
Yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
and now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, Penix. Quick throw, taken in.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Whose hit is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like 10.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tajay Spears. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah.
They'll run the draw. That's Spears. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down. They need 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Here comes the screen to Spears. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Let's show Zach Robinson how to run pistol effectively.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun, it's Penix. He's in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown Atlanta. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page.
I got lucky, but that CB was supposed to get out the way.
He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that is going in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On third down, Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Play action. It's Penix. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. They'll throw. It's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and
70, Hawk 70.
From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. There is his tight end, Disley.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Give up the middle to Algier. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Here's Penix. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hey, smash.
Now the play clock winding down, a whistle and perhaps a false start.
Still second down.
On second down, here's Penix. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Ready? Hey, 70 left.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Now Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickett.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
In motion, Lamb. Prescott from the gun on third down. A quick slant taken by Lamb. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, first down.
They'll throw again. Jack. He'll let this go for Pickens. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before third down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, It all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. Now Penix. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Going now, Penix on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10.
Again, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. On 2nd down, Penix. This throw right is taken in by Falcons.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, Penix. Forced out wide. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings us
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Saints. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston? Looking in on the Texans, they're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. 12 yards on the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins with a 2-touchdown lead, 17-3 the score. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Packers. And it's Jared Goff. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Lions trying to get back over 500 in the early parts of the season. They lead at the break. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He fields it at the 8. Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Dak can throw it here on first down. The throw here is complete. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here's Spears. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Once again, it's Spears. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On play action, here's Dak. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Elijah Hansen. He gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll wind up getting about 6, but he is stopped well short of the first down marker. It is fourth down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This returnable with Palmer. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic first down.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
3rd and 2, and Penix. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. It's left side to Tucker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll go play action now with Penix.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Penix, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott. Here comes the screen to Spears. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
So
With the tackle, Fancy just earned X Factor.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
Let's go. Hey, smash.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
From the gun, here is Penix. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run out of the gun, and this is Algier. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Check smash. Check smash. Ringo. Street. Check out.
Another run here for Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down, 3 to go.
Mustang 19. Tag. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun, it's Penix. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense.
Why the fuck would he stop when he's running a corner route?
Last time they had it, they went backwards for the safety. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover, and now they start again on offense. First and 10.
He would have been wide open.
That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 31 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. They'll throw again. Dak. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From 29, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Spears. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Prescott. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. Who's brought down that pass to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Pistol now for Prescott. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown Cowboys. His 4th TD grab of the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
Cowboys 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'd be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go streets. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete. When
when you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
They run. It's out of the gun, and that's Spears. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They go three tight ends here on first and 10.
Let's go. Hey, smash.
What a here with Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Tag. Bronco 80. Rig alert. Rig alert. 79 Bronco.
Plant. It's Penix. This throw right is taken in by Flower.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
From the 35, it's first and 10. A gift, and here comes Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8.
70 Lion. Panther 11. Panther 11.
You're going to go play action with Penix. Short throw taken in by Disley. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Lion. Check smash. Check smash. Big Lion. Cowboy 80.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. We'll talk things over before third down.
On the ready.
That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now Robinson. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
19, Tiger. Hey, smash Bronco. Touchdown. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Big alert. Big alert. 6. Warrior 17.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's
Blue flag.
a short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Spears. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
Cannot stand throwing picks SMH.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboy
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, Prescott to the air. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down. To the air again. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
First down.
He'll get up and spike it with a half-minute left to play in this one. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Dak. Short pass caught by Oliver. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll throw again. Dak. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.